and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we are back with another Blindsided Creations. And this time it's from Lucinda Dua. And a lot of pictures of her here. I don't see a lot of the bracelets. I don't know, but maybe she does that differently. I don't know. Let's see what she has for us. It is pattern 25485. So let's see what we got. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it kind of bothers me a little bit. Why is it, it's like all of this part is all on just one side. That's really weird. Okay, interesting. All right, so to copy this, we need Windows Shift and S, or I get myself all wrapped up in trying to figure out the design and everything here. It's, I have no idea how much I need. All right, back to GIMP. This is a free editor, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. It works on Windows, um, it works on Apple, and it works on Linux. So, all right, let's rotate tool. It's so little. And then let's make it bigger. Wow, that really makes it super blurry. And I guess that's probably a pretty good place to put it. So this is just two colors, so that's kind of easy. Quick look over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's an even number of colors. Let's slide this back to the middle. Okay, so we have to move this down the thing, right? In order to have that. Okay. Two good contrast. Well, I guess we'll just use the red. I kind of want to move this now. Can I? Yes. There we go. All right. And anchor the layer. That way it stops moving around and we can paint. And because we're starting in the middle, this will make it so we only have to do half of this thing. So that's kind of handy. I wonder. That goes out and then up like that. And this really has a kind of a lot going on. So this is obviously one of those patterns that I've probably never played with before. Right, is that right? That looks right. One. The part that kind of strikes me about this is, why is all this just happening on the one side? Why doesn't it kind of go across and do the other side or something? I don't. it just seems like there could be so much more going on. And somehow I'm just not understanding what the original intent was or why they decided to go this way. But I mean, that happens a lot, right? I mean, there are times where I can totally kind of foresee what the artist was thinking about, but not every time. And that's how it ends. Interesting. Out of curiosity, are they doing... No? Okay. At first, I thought they were just going to do where it just goes the zigzags and stuff. No, they actually worked out the pattern. Cool. So this is one of those cases of trying to figure out like what makes the most sense. So let's pick another color to be the other thing. High contrast yellow works. This way we can put in the different color strings and it'll make more sense as we go. I'm just going to put in all this because we know these are the colors, right? But the sorting out the pattern part. Yeah, this could very well be one of those patterns where later on I decide to try to make an alternative to this because it definitely seems like there's the possibility of having this can be completely different and but keeping some of the elements. So yeah, this is one of those ones that could be interesting. All right, so for sure this would be yellow coming down. And I would say that that coming around this way totally makes sense. And that maybe its continuation even makes sense. Look at that. All right, and then this one, I would say, is a very obvious one as well. Now this little doodad here, that's got me kind of wondering. I don't know. I'm going to say this is red because that right there sort of really makes sense. And again, I don't know. See, if this just comes out straight, one, two. So there's only 5 of each. So 1, 2, 3. Right. That seems to be working. We kind of colored out the black line on that one. Let's fix that. Yeah, so that seems to be working. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess this would be the red one. Yeah, so this doesn't have to zigzag. This can be just going this way. Oh, that makes this a whole lot easier. Check that out. Okay, so this one here can just go straight across, right? And this one here can just go straight across. That eliminates the needs to having um, the knots that go left, right, or right, left. That's kind of awesome. All right, let's continue checking our work. It seems we're off to a great start. Let's just, yeah, that works awesome. And this one coming down here, that just does these. That's good. Wow. I was expecting this to be a much more complicated pattern. I was thinking this was, you know, intermediate at least. But this actually might be a really good beginner's pattern for somebody who's, you know, looking to kind of mix it up a bit, but, you know, is not necessarily um, ready to try to do zigzagging knots. This might be a thing. Yeah, look at that. So when I do the strings, I'm going to be doubling up my strings. And that means um, there'll be what, 10 strands of the yellow and 10 of, no, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 10 strands of each. No, that still seems wrong. I don't know. Suddenly my brain is not working, and it's the afternoon. My ADHD meds. It's time to take them, and I think something's broken here. No, it'll be 5 and 5 to go into the kumi. It'll be 5 and 5. There'll be 10 strands in all. That means that at after we like bring the loop over, one of the strands is going to have to go one to the other side, and like a trade a red for yellow to balance it out. That's kind of what I was thinking. I just couldn't get my brain to wrap around how many it was. Yeah. Yeah. So there's 5 strands of red, 5 strands of yellow, and that'll give us 10 strings coming down. So, and yeah, this pattern just plays out perfectly, just going straight across with the knots, which is really, it's very cool. Like I said, I was not expecting this. I expected this really super complicated, trying to navigate a bunch of zigzags and craziness or whatever. No, this is. I wonder if the person who first did this, if they did it on paper first, you know, or like this, or, you know, whatever, if they did this, or if they just were playing with the strings. Because it's both simple and complicated at the same time, which makes it really super cool. And I'm like just all over the place here. It's it's probably a sign that I really need to take my meds. I'll do it as soon as I finish this video, which shouldn't be much longer actually. So I don't know what colors I'm going to do for this. There's like so many possibilities of what I could do. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious what colors you guys would do with this. You know, you can join Discord and actually share the pictures of the stuff that you're making with me. And if it's like to kind of goes with one of these things that I've done, I can obviously post that over on my website so other people can see what you've been making. It's so cute. So obviously I'm going to try to use something with high contrast, but I don't think it's going to be red and yellow. I really don't know. Again, this is just one of those cases where I'll go to the airplane trolley, pull out a drawer, and take a look at some colors and just kind of go from there. Because there's no sense in me like getting my head all, you know, set on a color, and then if I can't find it, then what do I do? Although I can get sort of, if I just said if I was going to do purple yellow, right, I can then go in and find which shades and stuff I like. But again, I just don't know with this. Oh, there it is. All right, there's our first half. All I got to do is get the select tool, pick it up like this, Control C, Control V, go over here, grab our flip tool, flip that over, and bring this down. And whoa, seriously, look at that. That is like perfectly on the mark first try. Again, that never used to happen. Am I getting good at this or what? Check this out. There we go. There's our bracelet. That's pretty cool. That is definitely really cool. All right. Well, thank you again to Lucinda Dua for your submission here. Thank you to my Patreon supporters who make all this stuff possible. I couldn't do it without them. So thank you guys very, very much for that. Thank you for watching this long. It really helps out the channel. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and I don't know, maybe drop me a comment. Tell me what colors you think it should be done in. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.